Here's tonight's 9 at 9. Here at home.
The 13-year-old boy found shot to death in North Bexar County has been identified as 13-year-old Ignacio Romo Jr.
Deputies say Romo and another boy had been playing with the gun inside an RV on Pine Eagle Lane when the weapon went off. Romo was hit in the head and died at the scene. No arrests have been made. 4 Ohio inmates are back behind bars tonight after escaping yesterday. The men reportedly overpowered a pair of corrections officers. 3 were taken into custody overnight in North Carolina. The 4th was arrested hours later.
Each of the 3 inmates who appeared in court today were arraigned on a charge of being a fugitive from justice. They'll all be extradited back to Ohio now for their trials.
A local man has pleaded guilty to his wife's murder.
I need help. I'm dying. That's what Joanne Muniz screamed as her daughters found her bleeding in the family's Northeast Side apartment last year.
Joanne Muniz had been stabbed and later died. Her husband, Carlos Martinez, was arrested, evaluated, and found competent to stand trial. Instead, he chose to accept the plea agreement.
Because this is a plea agreement, Martinez cannot appeal the sentence, and because of his criminal background, he has a weapons case pending. He'll have to serve 1/2 of that sentence before parole is even a consideration.
Clueless actress Stacy Stacy arrested for allegedly pushing and slapping a man. Dash is now facing a domestic battery charge in Florida. A police report shows Dash and a man who hasn't been named were arguing before police were called. San Antonio police say a man brutally beat a relative outside a Northside home.
Officers were called to that home on Cloudy Ridge. That's in the neighborhood off Stall near Judson Road.
They arrived to find a man lying in the middle of the street with Jose Luis Tamayo hitting him. When officers intervened, they say Tamayo reportedly started kicking the man. Tamayo was facing a charge of aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury. An Australian community is shocked after as many as 20 kangaroos were found run over. Investigators believe the kangaroos were deliberately run over with a car. No arrests have been made in the case. A fire in North Carolina sparks an explosion. That fire destroyed 7 homes and damaged an 8th. No injuries were reported, though. A scary moment for some amateur storm chasers in California after they get a little too close to a tornado. They were eventually able to drive fast enough to get away from the storm. Scientists in the U.S. and Mexico are working to find a way to make sure avocados survive higher temperatures and drought. They've mapped out the DNA sequences of several types of avocados to make this possible. But many environmental advocacy groups oppose genetic alterations, saying they increase pesticide use as well as unwanted changes in nutrition. To read more about these 9 stories, just head to ksat.com/news at 9.